Very much, Hazur. Hazur, first of all...
All these are questions?
No, well, I'll have one or two. I have quite a few, really.
No, but in that,
We have quite a few questions, yeah.
Are they all questions?
Yes, sir, they come to me and I just jot them down.
You have tagged them like Chandi ke varak. Exactly in the same size, you tag them like this.
Well, I have reference numbers, you see.
Okay.
Sir, sabse pehle, I want to say congratulations for the new Islamic year which started last week. I hope this has a very good blessing for us and it solves our problems, the crisis we are facing. And I hope we'll keep on praying the way you are doing with us, sir. I hope it does our job properly.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. First question, sir, about I was reading Tafsir Kabir, and in that one I read, Islam se bahar insan ko itminaan qalb kahin hasil nahi. How is that before Islam all the prophets were well satisfied with their religious beings?
That's right. Here Islam stands for submission to the will of Allah, in the sense that every religion, when it was pure in its original form, it provided peace for mankind, for that section of mankind at least, which it addressed. And this is why the Holy Quran repeatedly refers to the earlier religions as Islam. In case of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, for instance, and repeated peace be to them, peace be upon them, that is also an indication of the content which the religion gave them. So in that sense, every religion was peace and Islam. But it had limited meaning and limited application. That is the main difference. The Islam, the form of Islam, which has been given different names in different eras of history in various countries and nations, has been differently addressed than the present Islam. But the sum total of the content which was required by the people of the time could be assessed as the same in its relationship, in its relativity. I'll explain this, because otherwise you will not understand what I mean. Suppose you fill a cup and also fill a teapot. When they are filled to the brim, both of them, then they get their satisfaction. But the contents of both are different. A teacup is much smaller normally than a teapot. So when you say they were given content comparatively equally, I mean comparatively to their requirements. They were given full content. And because the requirements of the people of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam increased many folds, particularly in view of the fact that Islam was for all times to come, and all the progress that was to be made by human beings was to be kept in mind at the time of revelation of Islam. So Islam's content factor is much larger to the earlier religions if you weigh that in terms of quantity and mass. But if you measure them in relative sense, because the requirements of earlier people were comparatively much smaller, so in terms of relative requirement and what was given to them, they were as fully satisfied as we are. Have you ever seen a dove sipping a bit of water? You know how much it takes, just tap and goes away, runs away. And perhaps you in the summer drink gallons and still are not satiated. Is that right? Yes. So both have a different level of satiation. But once a dove is satiated, and once Chaudhry Muhammad Abdul Salam Abdul Rashid is satiated, the satiation is the same. Though the quantity which was required to reach that level was different in each case. So this is what I mean, that all the earlier religions were Islam, in the sense that not only did they give peace, but they gave peace to the very content of the people, the very limits of the people. Yet, quantitatively, they are different. Islam has a much wider sphere. It covers the whole mankind and all times to come. So when Hazrat Musleh Moud says that there is no peace, real peace outside Islam, he also means, number one, he means that Islam is for the whole world, and the real peace which one can obtain from a religious message can only be obtained from the message of Islam. That is one thing. Secondly, the religions which were revealed to earlier than Islam have all become corrupt. So that means obviously that in the present form they cannot give the peace which they once gave to the mankind. So the only competitor in the field left is Islam. That does not mean that sentence that Islam is the only peace-giving religion and earlier than Islam no religion ever gave peace. That is what was bothering you, because you are inferring it wrongly. Right.
Thank you.
Second question, please.
As